Hi everyone and welcome back. Today is the second day of the Catalyst, and we will talk about more about how we can properly use the AI to serve our career development progress. As we discussed before, I will try to describe for you or explain for you something we call it the golden formula. And the golden formula is a way to speak and ask the ChatGPT or the artificial intelligence models in order to get the maximum output of the result for our ask. And we will explain more in the next slide. But first of all, I think if this is the first time, which I doubt that you hear about the artificial intelligence, we have different type of the artificial intelligence. But our focus for today will be about the large language models to generate text out of the request that you give these models. And I think in the market, you will hear a lot about different models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity. Each one has some sort of uniqueness. But I think for our purpose for today, you will not go wrong with using any of these models. Maybe from myself, I like more Perplexity as they have their own models. And inside Perplexity, you can select other models like ChatGPT, Gemini, Llama, and I think Claude and others. But nevertheless, I think if you are comfortable with one of those or you have access to this easily, I think you will get almost the same result for the simple exercises that we will do together. I think maybe the next point about how the AI will be helping our career development. I think there is really a very large number of options where you can use artificial intelligence. I can assume all the aspect of career development, you can use AI in it, like exploring career option, writing CV, LinkedIn summaries, participating interviews, learning new skills. And we will do more when you, in the next, I would say, videos, we will take example for these kind of things when we go to the branding and so on. We will use AI as we agreed across the whole thing, but this video specifically is to just to introduce for you what we call it the golden formula. So what is the golden formula? I think the quality that you get out of any GPT, like I would say models, depending on the way that you put the ask. And this is what they call it prompt engineering. And this is the language or the style where you ask the artificial intelligence, and he give you the output based on the quality of the input or the quality of the question that you ask. Okay, this is number one. So in that one, you have a lot of models. I am selecting the very simple one here. We call it the golden formula or RCR. And this is very simple. First of all, you give the AI a role, and then you give him a context, correct? Like situation, just to get him understanding the whole situation, and then give him a very specific ask. Let's take an example. Say that act as a career transitional coach, giving that my work in retail, but I have digital marketing skills, help me to craft a compelling story for interviews. So now you started to see he gave him a persona, he gave the model persona. So he asked him to take a specific personality in order to, which will be helping, and then give him little bit of context about what need to be done, and then ask him exactly what is the output, what are the results. For example, I can change the outcome of this one, like draft for me a simple CV based on my accomplishment or my achievement, or you can change the ask here based on your requirement. Okay, so but one of the things which you can do immediately now. Let's say that you have your CV now with you, and this CV you have written it's something they call it the great CV, which is a very simple CV. You use it everywhere, or your about summary in LinkedIn, which you have left it like two-liner. But this is not helping you. So, for example, what you can do now, you can take those two-liners on LinkedIn, and then you go to the ChatGPT saying that given that you are an expert in the branding in LinkedIn, for example, and given my circumstances that I'm working in the marketing section or working on engineering with this number of experience, give him more context about yourself, little bit. Can you please help me to revise this kind of about section for LinkedIn for better visibility, and please add all the keyword that can make my profile maybe rank better in the search results. As I told you, you can think about other things, but now you started to see that you don't have to wait until someone do this in your behalf. You can do it yourself. If you want to learn something in your scale or in your domain, think about that you want to ask him to be the expert in that domain, give him exactly what you want to learn, and why you want to learn it and your background. Are you technical, non-technical? How far you want to go with that? And ask him to prepare for you a skeleton of exercises or simple formula, or let's say the basics that must know the 20% that can give you 80% of the knowledge in that domain. So all of the sudden you started to get inside, the main element that you need to quickly to grasp, and this is a quick learning path for you rather than waiting to get a very long lengthy courses. For sure, I'm not saying that this will replace the courses, but I'm saying for the sake of quick development, you need such a way, or you need such a thinking in order to use the AI. Again, I can keep going on and on several options that can really help you, but I hope these kind of simple example give you some ideas and inspire you. Okay, so let's move forward for the sake of time. I think the difference between giving vague ask and using the Golden formula is really huge, and I want you really yourself to test this one. For example, I just give you here a snapshot of two simple example. Someone asked him to say how I can improve my resume. Very vague, very general. And then he also gave him very vague and very general reply saying, considering updating a format, highlighting achievement, tailoring for job description, quantifying your result. All of this is very general, correct? This will not really helping. Now, if I said no, on the right hand side, if someone used the golden formula and I just give you the first part of the reply, can you act as a resume expert given my marketing background transitioning to tech? Help me to highlight transferable skills. So this is very specific. He gave him a persona, context, and then very specific ask. Now, look at the result here. He said that focus on data analytics for campaigns, tech tools, use measurable result, emphasize your experience with marketing analytics platforms to showcase your technical aptitude. So you started to see it became very specific. The guidance is very specific, very tailored to the case, much better than the general answer that you have seen on the left hand side. Agree? Again, this is all for your thinking. Now, a simple exercise for you today: take my your yesterday analysis for the catalyst and try to use the AI in order to help you about what should be your next steps, what should be your top skills that you need to work on, or you can use it for doing some sort of skill gap analysis. Uh, you can tell him act as an expert in that field, given that my current skills at that level, I am targeting to be taking that role in the coming 2 to 3 years. What are the skills that I need to work on it now, and how I can do it quickly? Now you started to see, and then you can continue chatting with him based on this one. But you have very good starting point. Tomorrow we will take more discussion about the Enneagram, which is a career personality types. This will be very interesting discussion. Hopefully you will like it. Maybe also you can use the AI now to ask him, can you please explain for me what is Enneagram, what's it all about, what are different personalities, how I can decide my personality based on that one, and how this is really helping in my domain, for example, in my industry, correct? uh, all of that is really good practice, and this will help you even to understand more when we give you the description or explain for you the Enneagram. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the video with you. Please share this with others to make it really beneficial for all the community that can reach, and provide me with any comment, any clarification in the below in the same video here in LinkedIn or YouTube when we upload it for YouTube. Thank you so much, and see you tomorrow.